And welcome to High School Football Live here on YAC TV. I'm Ed Gargas alongside our good friend Kevin Bishop. Welcome to first time in the broadcast booth this year, isn't it, Kevin?
First time this year, but it's good to be back. I've been itching to get back in here.
Glad to hear that because we're glad to have you back. We've got homecoming tonight. Dexter, as the Charleston Blue Jays traveled over here to Bland Stadium. As the first two games of the year, we got rain again, Kevin. And so got a little bit of wind. The wind seems to be kind of a northerly wind from our vantage point right here, looking out the window. But so may see a little more aerial action heading to the south end of the field. But ought to be an exciting game, entertaining game. Charleston comes in with two losses. Their first loss was to the fourth-ranked team in Class 4A, Sykeston Bulldogs, and their second loss is to the sixth-ranked state-ranked team in Class 2A, the Caruthersville Tigers. So two impressive opponents there in their two losses. Otherwise, 4 wins against some pretty formidable opponents there, and I apologize, I don't have all those written down just yet. But they're currently second place in their district. Yeah. So they're vying still for that home field advantage in game number 10. Looks like they may be set up for and also a home field maybe in game 11. I'm not sure exactly how that breaks out. I haven't studied if that far over on the Misha bracket just yet stuff. So, but either way, they're Charleston Blue Jays. They've got a very formidable running attack. Bogan, I think they're kind of go-to back. He's averaging over 100 yards a game and stuff, and I think they average about 400, maybe close to 500 yards of offense a game. Defensively, they are led by Cole Byford. And I don't know young Cole, since he was about 4 years old. His dad used to be in the National Guard with me. His daddy Roger and Mama Angie, they're just great people. And so he's really a guy that leads that defense and somebody that everybody looks up to. And so he's got them clicking on all cylinders at the moment on the defensive side. So the Bearcats, though, coming off a disheartening loss last week, had a good week the week before. Last time they were here at home against Kennett, but Ryan Joyner, good to see him starting to get his legs underneath him and starting to find some breakaway lanes there across the middle of the field. And DJ Dowdy and Chase Young have proven to be a formidable passing attack there. So we'll just have to kind of wait and see what happens here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it should be a battle from the get-go. I mean, the weather's definitely going to play into it tonight. We can look out there right now. The rain's coming down good. Football-like temperatures, 45 degrees.
Oh,
so, yeah. It'll be a good football game. I know that those kids don't care about that rain. They're ready to get out there and knock some heads, and both teams are going to come out fired out quick, I think.
Absolutely. And like we said at the beginning, it is homecoming. So there's a few seniors on this Dexter Bearcat team that want their last homecoming to be a winner and stuff. So they're going to play with a lot of heart and a lot of motivation tonight. Charleston, of course, though, they're wanting to maintain their district standing, and they're playing one class up. So they know it's going to be a win-win for them to get the win and also to beat a larger team because you pick up a few extra points, I believe, playing a class up.
Yeah, I agree. And talked to Coach Pixley just briefly yesterday, and he spoke highly of this Charleston team, talked about how they've got momentum right now. They've got something to play for. And, of course, Charleston traditionally has a lot of speed, and they're bringing that again tonight. So Dexter's going to have to come out ready to play, and I think they will. So looking forward to a good football game.
Absolutely. So with that, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back for the kickoff. But you're watching High School Football live on YAC TV.
Check out the new specials at the Dexter Pizza Company on Business 60. Spaghetti and Meatball Monday. Take Home Tuesday. 60-cent wings on Wednesday. $1 meal drinks on Thirsty Thursday. $2 off extra large pizzas on Fill Me Up Friday. Free salad with any meal on Saturday Salad Day. And Stuff Yourself Sunday. Bring your church bulletin for free drinks with buffet. Delivery available in Dexter and Bloomfield. That's the Dexter Pizza Company, 624-7499.
At First National Bank, we are committed to helping our communities thrive and grow by providing a solid financial foundation on which our neighbors can build their dreams. Banking decisions are made here in our communities where we understand the needs of our customers. We service our loans in-house and don't sell your loans off to other banks with whom you have no personal relationship. Come, let us help you reach your dreams. First National Bank, with 4 convenient locations to serve you. First National Bank, believing in community, preparing for the future.
Join us throughout fall at the Dexter Queen for your traditional pig basket and your favorite treat of choice. Popular new items on the menu are barbecue nachos and the barbecue tater. And don't forget that new skinny pig. And don't leave without trying our delicious Cyclone of the Month or our banana split. Our traditional hot sauce is now available in 12-ounce squeeze bottles, and Dexter Queen t-shirts are on sale as well. Order ahead by calling 624-2330 and take advantage of our new drive-thru. See you soon!
You'll receive a higher grade of home care from A-Plus Medical Equipment, the only locally owned home medical equipment provider in Dexter and the surrounding area. We offer numerous services to provide for your home medical needs. And now available at A-Plus Medical Equipment, diabetic shoes. Stop by and see our large selection in our display room. If you're not satisfied with your current provider service, call A-Plus Medical Equipment at 624-2300 or visit us at our location behind the Hickory Log Restaurant in Dexter.
And we're back. There you see the captains meeting out in the middle of the field for the coin toss. Captains this evening for the Dexter Bearcats, number 51, Logan Katermas. Number 50, Chase Snow. Number 3, Chase Young. And number 10, Ryan Joyner. So momentarily we'll see, well, there was the flip. We'll see who's going to receive. So it looks like Charleston will receive, and Dexter will be kicking into the wind a little bit. So that means Dexter will have the wind to their back in the fourth quarter. So exciting times here. If we tick down to just a minute before kickoff, Coach Pixley there here on the near side got his Bearcats rallied around him. He's given his last minutes of instruction and pep talk, as we see Coach doing on the other side with the Blue Jays as well. You don't see that. Sorry. My field of view is just a little bit bigger than that camera's, Kevin, so sorry about that at home. We want to remind everybody, let us know what you think of the broadcast throughout the night. You can email us at sports@yhctv.com. You see it right there at the bottom of your screen, but that's sports@yhctv.com. And we'll be more than happy to send a shout-out and say hello to everybody that gives us appropriate comments. Kevin, we want to remind everybody real quick here, tonight's kickoff is brought to you by Rainey Mathis Funeral Homes in Dexter and Bernie. They're dedicated to providing services to the families of Southeast Missouri with care and compassion. Rainey Mathis will take the time to plan every detail and to help to relieve the burden on your family during your time of loss. Visit Rainey Mathis Funeral Homes online at mathisfuneralhomes.com.
Well, it looks like we're about to get set here, Ed.
Yes, I believe Brad Wick will be doing the long kicking for, as well as the short kicking for the Bearcats. Squib kick, policed up by number 22, DeAntrell Winston.
And the Bearcats immediately hit him as soon as he receives the ball, so good kick coverage by Dexter.
Good deal there. So the Blue Jays will start on their 40-yard line. If we try to get things going tonight, I'll try to give you the play-by-play as accurately as you see it on your screen there. Kevin will be helping us out with the defensive calls. We want to make sure Grandma and Mama and everybody gets to hear all those players as many times as possible. For those of you who know Kevin, you know he's born down in Arkansas. He's a Razorback fan, true and true, so he's going to give us some of that excellent Arkansas analysis as well while we're throughout this game. And here we go. Hand off up the middle there to number 4, that being Robert Bogan. Runs for about 12 for a first down. Brought down at about the Bearcat 47-yard line.
Yeah, Chase Young, had he not come in and made that tackle, could have been big play, maybe even a touchdown. We had him in the backfield, but slipped out of the Bearcats' hands.
As many of you know at home, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You'll see a lot of the Bearcats there with pink socks, pink tape in honor of breast cancer awareness. Inside handoff there to number 12, a little misdirection, that being Rontavius Clark.
Holden Bruce there, and number 45, Jonathan Foles in on the tackle.
So it looks like a gain of about 5.5, almost 6 yards. Scoreboard's calling it 2nd and 5. We'll do the same.
Charleston lining up on the ball pretty quick, Ed.
They got a lot of speed and a lot of energy, and I think they're going to try to capitalize on it early. So Robert Bogan again on the carry. He's stopped right at about the first down marker. It says forward momentum stopped. No signal at the moment. We got a timeout, so they're going to bring the chains across and get a measurement here. But Robert Bogan, we mentioned him in the pregame. He's a 5'8", 185-pound junior. Over 600 yards through the first 6. So about 640, 680 yards. So well over 100 yards there per game. And you can see him already. He plays an integral part in the scheme of things for Charleston. A couple of weeks ago, or maybe it was last week, I guess, Charleston went down to Kennett. Kennett playing a little short-handed, 2 or 3 key injuries. And Charleston had big games there, but they chose not to really get out into their spread offense because they did not need to. Yeah. And I believe it's Clark. We've seen him already once tonight, but Rontavious Clark, I think, plays a part in that spread offense quite a bit too. But right now, coming out early, Charleston's content to kind of pack it inside and just see what they can do. So 3rd and inches. Inside handoff to number 22, DeAndre Winston. And he is good for the first down after about a 4-yard pickup.
Ryan Joyner doing a good job of meeting him in the hole. It just wasn't enough to stop the first down.
But I think we're supposed to see this rain throughout the entire evening. Weather Channel this morning, I think, said we could expect rain here in the Dexter area up until the wee hours of the morning, Kevin. I haven't seen an update since then. Ball on the ground, picked up by the quarterback. He scrambles, breaks a couple of tackles, finally brought down after about a 7-yard gain. Mike Hull, the senior quarterback.
Dexter doing a good job of making the pursuit to go to the inside, but he was still able to pick up quite a few yards. I mean, that's just where that speed comes in.
Absolutely, but yeah, as you said, good job of containment on the outside by the Bearcats, but just unable to bring him down on the inside until after a couple of tackles broken. So Hull under center again. This time goes back out to Clark. So he tries to get outside. He turns the corner. There's Chase Young. Upends him at about the 18-yard line of the Bearcats. Looks like they may spot it at about the 16. But Rontavious Clark, number 12, the ball carrier, a sophomore for these Blue Jays. So it looks like the ball is spotted at the Bearcat 16. They got them packed in so tight, Kevin, it looks like they don't have enough guys on the field.
I know, they're packed in tight.
There's Winston on the carry. He goes right off tackle, and he scrambles for 16 yards and a touchdown. So with 9:18 to go here in the first quarter, the Blue Jays strike quick, strike first for a 6-point lead.
Outstanding job by the Charleston Blue Jay offensive line there. I mean, just a huge hole.
They'll line up for 2. Outside to Bogan. Gets outside, turns it up. There he goes. So 2-point conversion good for the Blue Jays. Bogan kind of sets up in an odd formation there. Yeah. Almost like something a little different. I haven't seen it very much as I look over at the Charleston coaches and filmers, and they're just smiling at me real big, saying that's kind of unique. But we're glad to have them. So, but with that, hey, we want to remind everybody, too, tonight's game is brought to you in part by Bagby Investment Consultants in Dexter. Bagby Investment Consultants is a fee-based advisory firm that specializes in giving investment advice, management, and financial planning services. When you're ready to pursue your investment goals, give them a call at 573-624-4771.
Well, Dexter will get a chance here to respond.
We'll see Ryan Joyner deep for the Bearcats. Number 3, Delfinko Bogan, sophomore, the kicker for the Blue Jays. Nice leg. Joyner chases it down at the his own 8-yard line, turns it upfield, gets through the first line, brought down at the 30, so a 22-yard return for Ryan Joyner. A good pursuit there. I think was that number 42, Rick, on that tackle?
I think it was actually Demetric Owens, number 25.
Good call there, Kevin. Thank you.
Good open field tackle on Ryan.
If you take a look at the field tonight, you should be impressed that it's in great condition thanks to Turf Renovations. Turf Renovations is responsible for outstanding field conditions on not only this field but numerous ones in the area such as Sykeston and Portageville and area baseball fields as well. As we see DJ Dowdy under center, Joyner in the backfield. Hand off to Joyner. Nope, Brad Wick. Excuse me. About 2-yard carry game, but Turf Renovation prides themselves on providing the best playing surface possible for the area's athletes. Special thanks to Turf Renovations, and to check out their projects, go to turfrenovations.com. So 2nd and 7, a gain of 3.
Wick really ran the ball hard there. He didn't have much, got hit at the line of scrimmage and kept pounding forward.
Jonathan Fells, I believe, in his fullback, back to Wick. Met immediately by number 4 there, that Robert Bogan, I believe from the defensive end position. So he's no gain. It looks like they're going to mark him down right where the ball was snapped. Maybe a partial gain of less than a yard. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 7 for these Bearcats as the rain picks back up just a little bit.
And it's really coming down out there now, isn't it, Ed?
Yes, it is. Young in motion. DJ rolling out to the right, trying to get around. Brought down by the defensive end, number 87. Maybe it's number 82. I don't have an 87.
Yeah, looks like that's going to be Darian Carter.
Yes. There's the replay. It is 82. But the DJ almost there, just couldn't get out of the reach. So a loss of about 7, bringing up 4th and 15. The Bearcats will attempt a punt here into the wind and rain.
You know, with these type of wet conditions, a deep snap can be dangerous. Gets it back.
Ball's off. You see that wind hold it up, but it takes a Bearcat bounce, and it'll be down at the Blue Jay 46-yard line. Kevin, Dexter Pizza Company is now under new ownership and have returned the classic recipes. A lunch buffet is available daily along with the popular cookie dough pizza. Call 573-624-7499 to order or visit them on Business 60 West. I'll tell you, that cookie dough pizza is pretty darn popular.
Oh, man, you can't beat it.
Yes, Tyler, I said darn. I'm sorry.
That's pro.
Apologize for those at home that may be offended. I shouldn't have said that. And here we go, right back where they started, up the gut with number 22, DeAndre Winston. So gain of about 3, bringing up 2nd and 7, right at the 50-yard line. Hey, we've already got us an email, Kevin. Greg Mathis. Greg just let me know, definitely appropriate comments. Greg, I appreciate your comments there, and your opinion means a lot to me, so we'll keep saying it. Greg, the owner of Rainey Mathis Funeral Homes, one of our sponsors tonight, bringing the kickoffs. Short gain there, bringing up 3rd down, 3rd and maybe a long 2, short 3.
This would be a big defensive stop for the Bearcats here. Good field position.
Bogan drops fist back, gives it on the inside. Winston breaks a couple of tackles, jigging right around the tackle there, and he's brought down after a gain of about 4 with the 1st down. Be Blue Jay ball. The Bearcat 42, almost 43-yard line.
Dexter doing a good job of making the initial contact, just not able to wrap up. I mean, Charleston running the ball hard, nonetheless, but
they're known to have some speed, but Tonight they're showing power early. The wet conditions may have a little effect on that as Robert Bogan breaks free. He's down the sideline, cuts back. Great open field tackle there. But not until after a gain of about 22-yard line, or 22 yards. Got Jonathan Page, number 42 on that tackle.
I believe so. That's what I...
Those red and black uniforms with the black and white numbers sure do look good, but they make it a little difficult to make the call. So we'll apologize in advance if we're number off this evening. Hard count. Dexter encroachment, so that's going to give a 5-yard head start to the Blue Jays. 1st and 5 now.
Ed Charleston not doing anything unique, just running the ball up the gut. Offensive line doing a good job of blocking. Backs running the ball hard.
Had the misdirection in the backfield, keeping that line and the linebackers guessing which way the ball's actually going. And then relying on ball on the field.
And Dexter
It looks like Dexter may have got it as we see the signal. So good heads-up play by the Dexter Bearcat defense, getting the ball off the ground. That's the second fumble. First one recovered by the Bearcats. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at the Bearcat, looks to be 13-yard line.
Good job by the defensive line there. Meeting him initially in the hole and able to cause the fumble.
Conditions like that ball gets wet and slick pretty quick. So with just over 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter, Bearcats have their second possession as we see the wind and the rain let up. DJ Dowdy with the keeper. He goes off left tackle. Hit at the line of scrimmage, but lunges forward for a gain of maybe a yard, and maybe not quite a yard, bringing up 2nd and long 9.
Ed, looking at the with the rain and the wind, we have a decent little crowd sitting over there. I mean, conditions got pretty rough here earlier. I mean,
absolutely. Well, they did introduce the homecoming court and crown the queen this evening, actually out here on the track prior to the game. Pass up, just out of the reach of Chase Young. Well defended. By number 21, DeMontrell Clark. So we see Wick bringing the play in from the sideline. Ryan Joyner going to come out for a break. So 3rd and 10. Ball on the ground. And this time it goes to the Blue Jays, so they're going to pick up right where they left off after 3 downs. So it'll be a first down at the Bearcat 15 or 14-yard line, maybe just inside of it, with 4:25 to go here in the first quarter. So 2 fumbles against the Blue Jays, 1 lost, and now 1 fumble for the Bearcats and lost.
I imagine we'll see quite a few loose balls tonight, Ed.
And there's Blue Jays come out keeping with their same scheme. This time the ball goes back to Clark. He started off left tackle, tried to cut it back up, and met by a wall of Bearcats. So good defense there for a 2-yard loss by the Bearcats.
Like Holden was able to meet him in the hole, and just a swarm of Bearcats come in to help him finish it off.
That'd be Holden Bruce with the tackle. His mama Mary Ann is clapping real loud right now. Back to Clark, tackling the tight end, and scrambles for about a gain of 6. Got to be brought down, or excuse me, a gain of 4 as he's brought down at about the 10-yard line, so it will be about a 5-yard gain. If I call it 6, then 4, and average it out to 5, somewhere in this got to be close to right, Kevin?
Yes.
It's that Arkansas math.
Hey.
Growing up down in Kennett, you know, I learned a lot of that Arkansas math.
You're right there on the state line, close enough.
I went west Arkansas, not south. Inside handoff to Robert Bogan, well read this time by the Bearcat defense for a 2-yard loss, so it's going to bring up.
It looked like the Bearcats recovered a fumble. I guess the ball popped out.
There you go. So first down Bearcats again. Second fumble lost. Third fumble. Second. Well, I guess the Blue Jays have fumbled on every possession.
Yeah.
Just the first possession, they were able to retain it. So first and 10, Bearcat 14. It's about where they left off when they fumbled the ball. As the rain picks back up this time. 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
Oh, big run.
Ryan Joyner breaks free for a 10-yard, 11-yard gain. Going to be down right at the first down marker. And it is signaled first downs. So those of you who are kind of watching the baseball game, I believe it's after finished of 8. Cardinals still on top, 6-3. See if we can't pull that score up here real quick. Or if somebody at home's got it on another channel or on the radio, go ahead and send that to us as well. So we're all excited about our Cardinals making the postseason.
Ed just got a text from Teresa Hutchcraft, said we're doing a great job, and she's enjoying listening to us at home.
Thank you much, Miss Teresa. You're a very kind lady. So, yeah, bottom of the 8th. St. Louis still up 6-3.
That was this time last year the Cardinals made that magical run. I enjoy it.
And there, nice another run by Joyner. So he's brought down after a gain of about 11.
Excellent job by Joyner, but that Dexter offensive line, they're opening up some amazing holes for him.
Absolutely. So first and 10 for the Bearcats at their 35-yard line. So at the end of the 8th, Cardinals still up 6-3 now. Inside handoff, ball dropped by Dowdy, but he recovers it. So a loss of about 1.
It's just plain ugly out there right now.
Yes, it is. Sure am glad there's a roof on the press box.
Yeah.
As you can see the rain there on the TV screen even, Kevin. And
yeah, it's coming down hard.
Joyner.
Oh, he met immediately.
As soon as he got the ball, number 82, that being Darian Carter, was there to say hello.
Yeah.
And a loss of 4, bringing up 3rd and 14.
Have an official timeout here.
Joyner comes out with a little bit of hitch in his giddy-up. And we see Jonathan Fells back into the game. DJ pass complete. Corralled up at the line of scrimmage, though, was Brad Wicks by number 10. Mike Hall, also the quarterback for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, Robert Bogan in on that tackle, I believe, and he's all over the field.
Absolutely. Look for the nice punt. A little bit of a Bearcat rolls. It's going to roll dead at the Blue Jay 44. With 15 seconds left in the first quarter, the Blue Jays will get the ball back on their 44-yard line. Forgot to mention, that's number 18, Sumner Fosters, is the returner, punt return guy for the Blue Jays. He's been back there a couple times. Failed to mention his name. Kevin, I was able to get in touch with Angie Byford prior to the football game, and let her know the ball game was going to be on the internet tonight. She was going to kind of spread the word around to all those Blue Jay fans. So we like to welcome those Blue Jay fans to the YHC network here and live high school football action. Hopefully they're enjoying the broadcast as well. Again, let us know what you think of the broadcast. Send us an email at sports@yhctv.com. Bogan off the left, turns the corner, gets around the cornerback. The safety brings him down at the Bearcat 35.
Like Chase Young.
Is that Chase? So coming around from the far side.
Yeah. Chase getting a lot more action defensively tonight than he probably hoped at the safety position, but
absolutely. Well, you know, it means success for the running game if your cornerbacks and safeties are making the tackles.
Yeah.
But with that, we hear the buzz or the whistle, the siren, bringing it into the first quarter. You see the Bearcat or the Blue Jays on top, 8-0. With that, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be back. You're watching high school football live on YHC TV.
Baker Implement Company in Malden, your local source for everyday hardware essentials such as shovels, tools, mower, and welding parts. Now offering all new Case IH apparel for all ages, including kids. Of course, we've got the big tractors, but we have toy tractors too. A great gift for a future farmer. Check out our Bush Hog zero-turn lawnmowers and visit our friendly staff off of Highway 25 south of Malden.
When he decided to run for the Senate seat, I said, anything that I can do to help, I'll do.
If elected, his voice will be heard, but more importantly, respected.
People that are out there will understand more about Doug and appreciate him the same way that I do.
I would urge anybody voting to just look at Doug's history.
And I'm proud of him for taking the opportunity at this point in his life to run and to represent me and other people like me.
What he says, he'll do.
And we're back. I'll just hand it first quarter stats by our good friend Brett Dorton. Jason Comfort stats tonight as he always does. But Kevin, I'll try to get a few of the team stats and we'll let you kind of integrate some individual stats on offense and defense this evening, if you don't mind. But first of all, we got the Blue Jays with the ball. Hull fakes the handoff to Bogan, gives it to Clark. He's met in the backfield for a loss of about 2.
Right.
When we look at team stats, first downs, Blue Jays led the way there. 7 first downs against 2 for the Bearcats.
a little discussion on the field here that Charleston at Dexter ball.
Lost the ball again. So is that the third turnover?
Yeah, third.
Whoops. We got a whistle and okay, and the referee does signal. So good eye there, Kevin, as I took my eyes off the game to look at the page. But Charleston on the ground, 119 yards. Dexter only 13. Passing, 2 attempts, 1 completed for 0 yards for the Bearcats, no attempts for the Blue Jays. Then when you look, let's see. So that's about it. All on the ground for the Blue Jays, 119 yards against 13 for the Bearcats. So here we go, and now we're at the second quarter. Chase Young met at the line of scrimmage. Looks like they're going to spot it at the – he stopped his forward momentum right at the line of – just shy of the line of scrimmage. So it'll be second, 10 yards and a few inches.
You talked about that running attack of Charleston. It's led by Robert Bogan with 5 carries for 61 yards through the end of the first quarter, and then DeAndre Winston following in behind him with 37 yards. For the Bearcats, Ryan Joyner has 4 carries for 19 yards.
And so those of you who aren't, there's a pass across the middle intended for Jonathan Page, but just out of the reach. Would have been right at about the first down marker. But I was going to say, Kevin, for those who aren't watching at home, at the middle of the ninth, Cardinals still with a 6-3 lead. Again, going into the bottom of the ninth, so we're 3 outs away from making it back to St. Louis to host the Washington Nationals for a couple of games in the best-of-5 series in the division championship. Dowdy handoff to Wicks. He tries to get outside as he stood up and then run back. It's at 22. DeAndre Winston in on the first hit. Bogan with the second. So a loss of about 3, bringing up 4th and 13.
Looked like Cole Byford was in on that as well, Ed, coming in to help kind of clean up the mess.
Cole Byford, I believe. That's the son of Roger and Angie. So, again, a great kid. But I believe he leads the Blue Jays in tackles. And a punt short. Going to be down at the Bearcat 48. So the Blue Jays again with outstanding field position. As Hunter Hayes let the ball get off the side of his foot just a little bit there. But again, Cole Byford, 6'1" senior, standing in at about 200 pounds. Offense and defensive line. Again, can't say enough good things about his parents, and he's just really proven to be a fine young man and an inspirational and leader on that Charleston Blue Jay team. Inside handoff to Clark. Ball on the ground again. Recovered by the Bearcats on the Blue Jay 49-yard line. So number 22, that was DeAndre Winston. As a Bearcat got a helmet on the ball and it just spun, it flew right out of there. Ball conditions actually certainly showing to have an effect early in this game.
You know, sooner or later, Dexter's going to have to take advantage of these turnovers. You know, the 3 and outs, Pixley's probably about to dig a hole in the ground with his foot, but, you know, just a hard battle game on both sides of the ball.
Ethan Stevens in motion there. Joyner spins, lunges for a gain of about 6, maybe 7. He was able to get outside his tight end.
Joyner, you know, really looking good running the ball tonight. You mentioned it in the pregame. He's kind of getting a bounce in his step the last couple of games and, you know, coming out looking good again tonight.
So 1 out now in the bottom of the 9th, so 2 outs away from a Wildcat playoff victory for our Cardinals. Mott's in. There we go, back to Joyner again. Stops. Good pursuit there by number 21, DeMontrell Clark. Joyner able to lunge forward. He's going to be about a yard, maybe a yard and a half shy of a first down. Bring it 3rd and short as the wind lets up. The rain lets up quite a bit as the Bearcats are now playing with that wind at their back. Joyner, we see him coming off. He took a pretty good hit right center chest. Wick, tailback. Fells, the fullback. Okay, and so with that penalty, offsides or encroachment there against the Blue Jays, that'll be 5 yards and a first down for the Bearcats. As we see the referee mark it off 5 yards there, so it'll be first down and 10 at the Blue Jay 36-yard line.
Well,
we got
weather-wise,
timeout Blue Jays. So with that timeout, we're going to take a quick break. Again, you're watching high school football live on YHC TV.
Montgomery Bank is a family-owned bank that has been providing easier and friendlier financial solutions to our customers since 1957. Montgomery Bank and its employees are very proud to be a part of and serve the Dexter community. Our commitment to provide both financial and volunteer support to our area is a part of our corporate culture, which is to give back to the communities we serve. The employees would like to wish the Dexter Bearcats the best of luck this season. To learn more about Montgomery Bank, visit our location at 140 South Walnut or online at montgomerybank.com. Montgomery Bank, member FDIC.
A proven leader dedicated to fairness and justice. Rob Mayer has handled over 2,300 criminal and civil cases during his 15 years as attorney. Rob Mayer believes every citizen who enters our courts deserves to be heard and treated with respect. They want their case handled fairly and in an impartial manner, based on the law and the facts of the case. As your judge, Rob Mayer will be guided by those principles. He earned your trust in Jefferson City. Now let's put him to work at home. Leadership you know, values you can trust. Vote Rob Mayer for Circuit Judge. Paid for by Missourians for Mayor, Nancy Mayer, Treasurer.
There you see the inside handoff. Brad Wick, gain of about 1. Hey, over the break, we got an email from Chris Murray, Jonathan Thell's mom. But hey, thank you, broadcasting. I can watch in my dry, warm living room. Keep up the good work. Hey, Miss Murray, we're always to help out, but we're not going to let Jonathan know that you're not here in the stands because I know he draws motivation from your presence. But we appreciate you watching. Rick Murray has a lot of help there with YAC. Also brings a movie on Monday nights. This month being Spookfest, as DJ Dowdy goes deep. He's got Chase Young just out of the reach, out of bounds. So 2 strikes, 2 balls, 2 outs, bottom of the 9th. Jason Mott versus Chipper Jones. Chipper Jones retiring at the end of the year here. So always kind of been a fan of Chipper Jones. I'll be an even bigger fan if he strikes out his very last Major League at-bat. Sorry, all those Brave fans out there.
Yes. That's a bad way to end a career, but I mean.
This is his last at-bat.
So no gain there. 3rd down and 9 from the Blue Jay 35. From the shotgun, Dowdy keeps it, gets off tackle there, but he's hit immediately. Gain of about 1.
Yeah, it looked like DeAndre Winston in on the tackle, and that's a name we've called several times tonight. He's been in on a lot of plays.
So 4th and 8. See what Coach Pixley has in mind here for 4th down. Fells will be the fullback, Wick the tailback. Dowdy rolls just out over the head of Fells. Penalty on the play as we see a flag. Personal foul.
Roughing the
passer. So I believe with the personal foul, it'll be an automatic 1st down. Well, there we go. Chipper Jones with the base hit. So congratulations, Chipper, on your hopefully last at-bat of the season. Still a 3-run lead for the Cardinals, and there you see the umpire marking signaling 1st down. So they're going to place the ball just outside of the 20-yard line.
This is the best field position the Bearcats have had all night. Dowdy's going to take a timeout.
And then, so Freeman just hit a ground rule double. That moved Chipper Jones to 3rd, Freeman on 2nd, with 2 outs. With that timeout, we're going to take a quick break. You're watching High School Football Live on YAC TV.
For lunch, supper, anytime, the best food in Dexter is always Pizza Hut Wing Street. Our famous pizzas are handmade with all natural ingredients, no fillers, no preservatives. For a quick lunch, try our buffet. Eat all you want. Our delicious pasta selections will soon be your family favorite. And Wing Street wings are perfect for get-togethers. Wing it like a pro. Add potato wedges, dunkers, or mini pies with a 2-liter of your favorite Pepsi product, and you've got a full meal. There's always something good cooking at your Dexter Pizza Hut. Call or order online today.
The Powder Room of Dexter has new ownership, but still the same great bare minerals of Mario Badescu. All new lines featuring Lily Pulitzer and Lottie Dottie jewelry. The Powder Room of Dexter now has women's clothing featuring Gypsy Junkies and Mud Pie, with new lines being added every week. We still offer the same great Princess and Little Divas party starting at age 3 and up. Don't miss the new Bare Minerals launch at the Powder Room and Boutique of Dexter, located at 9 East Stoddard in historic downtown Dexter.
And we're back. Dowdy under center. Chase Young deep. Tailback. Met at the line of scrimmage. Little surge there. Spins forward for a gain of almost 2. Down at the 19-yard line.
met him immediately. He was the one that was in on the big sack on Dowdy early in the first quarter.
So Ugle at the bat, 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, man on second and third. So we're following baseball as much as we're following high school football. Rain still let up here a little bit. Dowdy back to Young. He's met in the backfield by Robert Bogan, and he's thrown for a loss. He's down at just inside the Bearcat 25-yard line. Looks well, they'll spot him up a little closer at about the original line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 10. Ryan Joyner, he's grabbed by number 4, Robert Bogan, at the back of the jersey there. And just Bogan strong enough to just kind of hold him up until he gets a teammate there to help bring him down. So 4th and long. So there's 3 outs at the bottom of the 9th. Congratulations, St. Louis Cardinals. Their victory in this wild card playoff, 6-3 over the Atlanta Braves. Dowdy looking left. Scrambles right. Got a receiver. A little overthrown as he had Joyner, excuse me. So turned the ball over on downs. Good defensive stop there. Four down series for the Blue Jays. They'll take over just outside their 20-yard line. 1st and 10. 5:24 to go here in the first half. Blue Jays still with an 8-0 lead, as you see at the top of your screen. For those of you who have been tuning in to the St. Louis Cardinal wildcard game, welcome. You're watching high school football live from Bland Stadium here in Dexter, Missouri, with homecoming. Charleston Blue Jays scored on their first possession to go up 8-0 after the 2-point conversion. Since it's been a series of fumbles on both sides of the ball. And here you see Clark breaking tackles, getting through, got the first down, finally stayed in bounds. Nice. Shuck a couple of tackles, gained another 7 yards as he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So a gain of 19 yards for Winston.
Not sure from where we're at how he stayed in bounds. I mean, but he done a good job of staying strong and running down the sideline.
Blue Jays with a few player substitution. Hall there under center. Bogan now to the tailback. Going right, you see that surge of that offensive line. Number 75, Ryan Houseman, just tremendous surge for those Blue Jays. Bogan grinds out 8 yards, brought down at the Blue Jay 45.
Now Charleston just really running the ball strong all night long.
We got a timeout, Dexter Bearcats. With that timeout, we're going to take a quick break. You're watching High School Football Live on YAC TV.
The Stoddard County Republican Club asks that you support the following candidates on Election Day this November 6th. Carol Jarrell for the 2nd District Commissioner. Danny Talkington for 1st District Commissioner. Mike Watkins for County Treasurer. Darrell Penberthy for County Coroner. Rob Mayer for Circuit Judge. Dennis Fowler for State Representative. And Doug Leibla for State Senate. Remember to vote November 6th, Election Day. Paid for by the Stoddard County Republican Club, Evelyn Griffin, Treasurer.
Professional service with care and compassion. We at Rainey Mathis Funeral Homes strive to provide you a respectable environment and services during the time of your loss. We offer numerous services including pre-planning arrangements, memorial family tributes, and webcasting for those unable to attend a service. We will listen to you and your wishes to help plan a celebration consistent with your expectations. Rainey Mathis Funeral Homes in Dexter and Bernie.
Inside handoff to number 22 again, DeAndre Winston, as he grinds out a first down with a gain of about 4 yards. You know, winning on the football field doesn't happen by accident. Players and coaches work throughout the long summer, conditioning for the rigors of competition. Practice upon practice, the lessons learned by our Dexter student athletes will, however, serve them well for a lifetime. Lessons of discipline and teamwork, hard work, and commitment to excellence. Bank of Advance, we believe in the character that sports helps to build, and we're proud to help support athletes on the field and in the classroom. Bank of Advance, where a handshake still matters. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Bogan with the carry off right tackle. Gain of about 7, maybe 6. See where they spot it. Just shy of 6 yards. Bring us second and a long 4, Kevin.
I'd like to give a shout out to Dennis and Elizabeth Henson watching us from home tonight.
Good deal.
They appreciate us bringing them the game, and Dennis says it's warm at their house as well.
Excellent. That's what we like to hear. Clark gets to the outside, breaks a couple of tackles, sprint. Last chance, Ethan Stevens not going to be met, so Clark with a great run. 45-yard touchdown scamper there by number 12, Rontavius Clark, for the second score for these Blue Jays this evening to make the score 14-0 with just over 3.5 minutes in the first half. We did not see the Blue Jays try a point after try on the first touchdown. We'll see if they go for a 2-point conversion again this time. It looks to be like they're going to line up that way.
Well, and the range really slacked off in the last 10, 15 minutes.
Hull scrolls out, pass complete to number 18, Sumner Foster. Sumner also the return man. Oh. So their 2-point conversion again good for the Blue Jays to go up 16. The big dinner box is back with 2 medium 1-topping pizzas, 5 breadsticks, and your choice of 8 wings, stuffed pizza rollers, or Tuscany pasta for just $19.99 at Pizza Hut. Follow Pizza Hut on Facebook and Twitter to receive special offers exclusive to fans and followers. Give them a call at 573-624-5333. Again, we want to thank all of our sponsors, Kevin, for helping us bring the broadcast. Those of you watching at home, when you get a chance, patronize those sponsors. There you see the bottom of the screen, sports at yhctv.com. Let us know what you think of the broadcast. We appreciate the text and the emails we have received so far in the game. Love to hear from more of you. So hear those Blue Jays fired up, yeah. Kevin. With 3:37 to go in the first half. Number 65, Casey Tatum, it looks like, does the kicking for the Blue Jays. Quick kick down immediately by the Bearcats at their 48-yard line. Kickoffs tonight brought to you by Rainey Mathis Funeral Homes in Dexter and Bernie. They're dedicated to providing services to the families of Southeast Missouri with care and compassion. Rainey Mathis will take the time to plan every detail and to help relieve the burden on your family during your time of loss. Visit Rainey Mathis Funeral Homes online at mathisfuneralhomes.com. So let's see what Coach Pixley and his offensive coordinator got figured out after the first quarter and 2/3 of this ball game. See if the Bearcats are able to put together a sustained drive and find that end zone prior to the end of the first half.
Yeah, I had a good drive this last go at it.
Stevens in motion, busted play as Dowdy scrambles out for a gain of about 7, almost 8.
He was tripped up there by Darian Henderson. Had he not been able to just barely grab his ankle, Dowdy might have broke for a big run.
As Ethan Stevens coming across in motion and collided with the tailback. Dowdy alert enough to just hang on to the ball, turn it right through the hole. Now we got another timeout by the Bearcats. So 2:55 to go. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching High School Football Live on YAC TV.
Hello, I'm Terry Swinger, and I'm a candidate for Missouri State Senate. And I'd like to wish the Dexter Bearcats and all of our area football teams a safe and successful season. Not only does football help our youth physically, but there's a lot of life skills to be learned too. Cooperation, leadership, and sportsmanship. I'd like to wish all of our area teams the best. Again, I'm Terry Swinger, I'm running for State Senate, and I would love to have your vote on November the 6th.
Southeast Missouri Mutual Insurance is celebrating our 100th year. We started protecting rural farmers way back in 1910, insuring folks no one else would. Southeast Missouri Mutual Insurance has been a family business for 4 generations, and we continue that tradition today.
And we're back. 2nd and 3. Motion ball on the field. And this policed up looks to be like by number 2, Mike Kellum. By the Blue Jays, as Dowdy got around the outside, but when he was hit, the ball just shot out like a cannon.
Yeah,
So 2:51 to go here in the first half. See if the Bearcats come up with a big defensive stop here to go into the half with only down 2 scores. You see the Blue Jays packing it in tight again. Hand off to Bogan inside. Met at the line of scrimmage. Small loss as he's actually hit a yard deep, but he's able to lean forward to almost the line of scrimmage.
It looked like Chase Noe was able to hang on to him that time and bring him to the ground.
Packed in that tight, and you got as much motion going in the backfield. A lot of collisions. To the up back. Winston. He's thrown forward at the tackle for a gain of about 4. Brings up 3rd and 6 with 1:50 to go here in the first half. Probably 4-down territory for the Blue Jays, given the time on the clock. Big stop here for the Bearcats is needed. The play clock was approaching the end. We see a timeout by the Blue Jays. So with that, we're going to take a quick break. You're watching High School Football Live on YAC TV.
Southeast Missouri Mutual Insurance is celebrating our 100th year. We started protecting rural farmers way back in 1910, insuring folks no one else would. Southeast Missouri Mutual Insurance has been a family business for 4 generations, and we continue that tradition today, providing solid home, farm, and commercial insurance at very competitive rates. When the ice storm hit us, we were out there with you. All of our claims were processed within days, and we will continue to provide the best coverage and the best service for the next 100 years. Southeast Missouri Mutual Insurance, a century of service.
And we're back. We see Coach Pixley get final word in with his Bearcats. Again, 1:33 to go here in the first half. Offensively speaking, it's been mostly the Blue Jays this first half, Kevin. But the ball's been loose on both sides of the field. Pitch back there to Bogan. He gets out. He's got a blocker. Follows his block, cuts it back up. Nice tackle there by Ethan Stevens, but not until after a gain of about 9 for a first down at the Bearcat 42-yard line.
During that last timeout, Ed got a text from Jonathan Simmons and his new baby boy Jack. Said they just finished up watching the Cardinal game and kicking back watching us now.
Good deal, good deal. Hopefully they're enjoying the broadcast. I'm sure everybody in Cardinal Nation's a little happier right now as our Cardinals have advanced. I understand there's a little bit of protest in that game, but I don't know how they could overturn it.
Anxious to get home and check that out.
Oh, bootleg Hull gets around the end. He's chased 4 Bearcats, but he's brought down after a gain of about 11 at the Bearcat 31. So it'll be another first down, but he was down inbounds. So the clock, once they set the chains, will continue to run. Under a minute to go here in the first half. As the clock starts back, 52 seconds. Haven't seen the bootleg all night. Kind of caught the Bearcats off guard, which is exactly why you do those sort of things. Bogan to the tailback. Drop back to pass. Hull across the middle. Ball caught, juggled, knocked out of bounds. They call it complete.
Now they're going to call that incomplete. I thought he might have got control of it, but
it's like he must have stepped out of bounds as he was getting control. So ball intended for number 82, Darian Carter. So that stops the clock, Kevin. 27 seconds to go here in the first half. 2nd and 10 from the Bearcat 31-yard line. Pass again to Carter. This time juggled but caught. And he's hauled down at about the Bearcat 12. So we saw Ethan Stevens, I believe, make a play on the ball and just missed it. Carter, after a couple of bobbles, was able to police it up. Brought down from behind. Clock starts back. 16 seconds now. Hall looking to pass again. Dump pass to number 21, DeMontrell Clark.
Looks like that's
Or
going to
22,
be the end of our
excuse
half.
me. DeMontrell Winston with that reception. But with that reception, the clock expires. Whoops. Looks like the referee's now saying one play. Never heard the siren, but I see 0 on the clock. Coach Pixley and the referee are talking it out. Timeout Charleston. So they had a timeout called. May have been one of those that they said as soon as the play's down, call the timeout.
Yeah.
And there was still a second on the clock when that play was down. So they'll get one more play from about the 3, maybe the 4 yard, just inside the 4 yard line of the Bearcats. We see the Blue Jays now approaching the line of scrimmage. Coach Pixley getting final word in with his Bearcats. Would hate to see a score right here. Be a huge momentum, but Bearcats will be getting the ball coming out from the half.
Yeah, if the Bearcats can come up with a stop here, go in and make some adjustments at halftime, you know, we still got a good ball game, a lot of game to play.
Absolutely, absolutely. Pitch back. There's the siren. He's hit from behind. He's going to be short. The ball was to Robert Bogan, but he's brought down at the 1 yard line. So good defensive stop there by the Bearcats. With that, we've got halftime. Blue Jays on top here. Homecoming night at Bland Stadium. 16-0 over the Dexter Bearcats. We'll take a break. We'll be back with halftime stats in a bit.
Folks, if you've not been to the Winchester Place, come in and take a look at this facility. You don't know what you have missed.
We are very proud of this facility. A lot of people do not realize we're here, what we can offer to them, and what a facility we have. And we would like to have people come by anytime and tour us. You won't find a better place to live or better staff to take care of you anywhere southeast Missouri. I'll guarantee it.
We are located at 400 Winchester Drive. Come down Bowman and we sit on the corner of Bowman and Winchester.
First Midwest Bank Gold Club offers special privileges for our friends who are age 50 or better and have combined deposits of $5,000. Members enjoy trips, cruises, seminars, and picnics along with free personalized bank services. Upcoming trips include Journey Through the Holy Land, Yellowstone in winter, Classic Ireland, and a Hawaiian Paradise Cruise. Stop by any First Midwest Bank location to sign up for the Gold Club. It's absolutely free. First Midwest Bank, providing common sense financial solutions every day.
And welcome back. We have about a minute and a half before the second half kick. You see the Charleston Blue Jays warming up there. Real quick, some team stats. You'll see, let's see, first downs, Blue Jays 15, Bearcats 4. Then we see net yards on the ground for the Blue Jays, 223, only 34 for the Bearcats. Then passing yards. Looks to be 28 for the Blue Jays, none for the Bearcats. So total offense for the Blue Jays, 251. There you see the Bearcats only 34. But key to the first half, or not the key, but the big note on the first half was the turnovers. Blue Jays with 4 fumbles, actually 5 fumbles, 4 lost, and Bearcats I think 3 fumbles and 2 of them lost. So either way, and we kind of calmed down the wind and the rain there, and that's about the second half of the second quarter and most of halftime. But now as we're coming out of halftime, here's the rain and the wind picking back up. But Kevin, please go ahead and get some individual stats there.
Yeah, you mentioned Charleston with 223 yards on the ground, and it's kind of spread around. But Robert Bogan leading all rushers with 94 yards, followed up by Rontavius Clark with 69, and then Mr. Winston for the Blue Jays falling in there at 44 yards. Over for the Bearcats, Ryan Joyner falls in at 29 of the 34 yards that the Bearcats were able to accumulate in the first half. DJ Dowdy 1 for 5 passing attempts. And defensively, just to hit a few of those high notes, been a heavy run game for the Charleston Blue Jays. DeAndre Winston in there with 5 tackles. Robert Bogan, Darian Carter both following up with 3. And for the Bearcats, Trevor Waldner, Jonathan Fields, and Chase Noe, each with 4 tackles. So, it's rain's picking back up here. I suspect we're going to see similar things to what we've seen in the first half, Ed.
I agree. Hey, we did get at least one email here. Diana Haley from Charleston got word that the broadcast was on the internet tonight, but she's saying thank you for the broadcast tonight. She and Mr. Haley gathered up 5 of the 11 grandchildren today in order to travel to Dexter to watch Charleston, and grandson number 14, Austin Haley. That's not grandson number 14, but Charleston Blue Jay number 14, Austin Haley. But due to the heavy rain, kept the young grandchildren home. So sad to miss the game, but their first missed game in many years, but had it not been for the broadcast, they would have been even more disappointed. So thank you so much, their grandparents, Jackie and Diana Haley. So Jackie, we're glad you're getting to see the broadcast as well. There you see the rain, the heavy rain. There's number 14 right there in the rain, Miss Haley. So got a chance to get Austin there on the TV for you. His action's been a little limited this evening, but it's been that way for a lot of people as well. Blue Jays not out in their spread too much this evening, preferring to just pack it in tight. Then they have Bogan and Clark kind of staying there right behind the ends, with just Winston in as a fullback, and sometimes Bogan or Clark will jump in as a tailback. Sometimes they won't. Sometimes they'll do the misdirection of 2 in the back, and we've seen Hall very successfully turn that into a very successful bootleg as a result. But hopefully we're going to just see a little microburst go through here. In the next minute it'll slow up, and we'll see a little bit better, more exciting football without all that rain, I think.
Also, Ed, we heard during halftime from Stacy Blocker and her daughter Cheyenne Gines enjoying the game from home. And, as we all know, her husband Corey helps out on the sideline quite a bit with Dr. Gibbon, and appreciate them watching us at home and where it's nice and dry and warm.
Absolutely, Cheyenne. member of the Lady Volleyball. Bearcat volleyball team had a successful night last night against the Poplar Bluff Mules. Dropped the first set, came back and won the next two for, I believe, the second victory over Poplar Bluff. But Lady Bearcat volleyball, 19-6, I think, on the year. So having a very successful year this year. Congratulations to the Lady Bearcat volleyball players.
Well, Ed, I know my JV green football team is going to be out here tomorrow. I'll get to enjoy the cold weather. One of my running backs, Damon, watching from home, said he couldn't wait to get out here and get muddy tomorrow and slide around. So it should be interesting in the morning for all those little guys out here playing.
It will be, and and Varsity Blue plays Varsity Black tomorrow afternoon at 1:15. It'll be the last game tomorrow on the Little League schedule. So exciting times, a lot of football action going on as we got ready for the kick. Again, number 65, Casey Tatum, the kicker. It's a quick kick right to the front, touched immediately and down at the Bearcat 47 by number 64. Looks like Jackson Hubbard for the Bearcats. So good hands there displayed by Jackson, and heads up play just to fall on it, knowing it's wet. Not trying to chance it and advance the ball when you're going to start with outstanding field position. So here we go, 1st and 10 from the Bearcat 47-yard line. Dowdy under center. Fells and Wick in the backfield. Hand off to Wick. Following Fells, nice hard run by Wick. He's brought down at about the first down marker. We'll see if he was successful in advancing far enough. Fells with a good lead block there. They're going to spot him just short of the first down, so a gain of 9. 2nd and 1 for the Bearcats, and as we kind of asked for, the rain's letting up just a little bit here. Wind letting up a little more. From the shotgun, Dowdy keeper fakes it to Wick. Brought down at the line of scrimmage by Cole Byford.
Looks like it's going to be enough for the first down.
But it is a first down. Absolutely good eye there, Kevin. There's a handoff to Wick again, met immediately at the line by number 75, Brian Houseman. We've called his name a couple times on the offensive side, and there's Cole Byford getting up out of that pile as well.
Yeah, Byford been in on several tackles tonight.
So gain of about 1, bringing up 2nd and 9.
Bearcats going to go to the air.
Dowdy being pursued through the hands of Jonathan Page. Dowdy was hit right as he released that ball. Great pursuit by number 10, Mike Hall, for the Blue Jays.
It's a big 3rd down here for the Bearcats. They could come out in the second half, punch the ball into the end zone. You know, big momentum booster for them and keep this game close.
They do have the wind to their back. From the shotgun. Fells with the carry. Takes a hit. Grinds out for about a gain of 6.
Darian Henderson able to hang on for the tackle.
So it looks like they're going to spot him about a gain of 5. So 4th and 5 from the Blue Jay 37-yard line.
Bearcats going to line up and go for it, which not a big surprise. I mean, these type of conditions.
Dowdy to Wick. turns upfield for the first down. Nice run by Wick. He got to the outside, a gain of about 7, almost maybe 8. So he's brought down at the Blue Jay 28-yard line.
Yeah, Wick running into one of his blockers right at the first down line, but able to knock him off and pick up 4 or 5 more yards.
Nice hard run by Brad Wick. The ball's going to be spotted at the Blue Jay 29-yard line. Pass incomplete, intended for Chase Young, just a little low. So that stops the clock. 2nd and 10. Just over 9 minutes to go here in the third quarter now. Blue Jays, or excuse me, Bearcats showing they can sustain a drive here.
Wind starting to pick up a little bit, but the rain's subsided.
Stevens in motion. Hand off to Joyner. He fumbled it. Looked like he may have fallen on it, but see what happens here. How they call it. Looks like they're going to stay with the Bearcats. Nope, recovered by the Blue Jays. So that stalls drives there with 9 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Blue Jays are going to take over on their 29-yard line.
So is it our 7th, 8th fumble overall tonight, Ed?
Well, there was 4 lost by the Blue Jays and 2 lost by the Bearcats, so the 7th lost fumble, and I believe each team may have recovered 1 fumble each of their own.
A lot of fumbles.
So 7 lost plus 2, that's 9. Hand off to Bogan. Robert hit at the line of scrimmage. Brought down after a gain of about 1. But on a positive note, as everybody out there watching, we're still excited about the Cardinals winning the ball game tonight over the Atlanta Braves. Quite a bit of talk about that at halftime, Kevin, and the controversy on the infield fly rule. Kind of looking forward to getting home and seeing some highlights and hearing all the post-game discussion on the sports channels.
Coach Hall was able to pull up some of the pictures on his iPhone of the field, and it was just covered in debris. So I can't wait to see Sports Center and see what's going on.
Hull with the keeper. This time the bootleg not going to work as he was met in the backfield by number 1, Trevor Waldner. So Hull with his athleticism still able to grind out a 2-yard gain, but great play there by Trevor Waldner. Staying at home, shutting down that bootleg. As we see Hull up under center again. 3rd and 7. This time to the up back Winston. Met at the line of scrimmage. Great defensive surge there by the defensive line of the Bearcats. Hey, Paula Smith, Holden Bruce's grandmother, watching the game, in TV in a nice, dry, warm place. Thanks, YC, for making it possible. Miss Smith, thank you very much. Glad you're enjoying the game. Holden's going to be glad to know Grandma was able to watch as well.
Yes.
So that brings up 4th and 7.
This may be the first punt on the night by the Blue Jays. First one I remember.
Same here. As that's number 14, Austin Haley. Grandma watching from home as he gets a punt out of bounds at about the Blue Jay 44-yard line. Hey, and right there, Mrs. Haley, thank you. Appreciate getting to see Austin. God love you. Well, thank you, Miss Haley. I hope you were able to see Austin on that punt. We appreciate your watching. Glad you're enjoying the game. So 1st and 10 for the Bearcats from the Blue Jay 43-yard line. just under 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Cyan Pixley in motion. Dowdy with the run. Brought down after about an 8-yard gain, just shy of the 35-yard line of the Blue Jays. Blue Jays kind of moving to a 2-minute drill here. Trying to catch this Blue Jay defense off balance. Dowdy handoff to Joyner. Missed it. This fumble and policed up by Robert Bogan.
Beat Charleston ball.
So turnover number 4 now for the Bearcats, and that's going to bring 8 turnovers into the ball game.
Well, it's cold and rainy and wet. You know, it's just
had a little momentum going, and then Hall under center. Clark, tailback with the ball. Tries to get outside. Hit immediately. Brought down at the line of scrimmage.
Looked like Chase Noe was the one able to fly in there and make that tackle for the loss.
Absolutely. He hit him in the backfield and actually did bring him down for a 1-yard loss.
Chase having a big defensive senior year, you know, really coming out and playing hard week after week.
Clark again, this time the handoff to Robert Bogan. He cuts it up right into a sea of red, and he just drives with 2 or 3 Bearcats hanging on him for a gain of about 8, maybe 9 to bring up a 2nd and 2, or excuse me, 4th. Whoops. 3rd down and 3. So we'll call that an 8-yard pickup by Robert Bogan. Oops. And there we saw the tailback with a little bit of movement. Everybody's able to see that, Kevin. So we like to call their names and number when they do things good, but we can leave it out on the mistakes.
Penalties have really been at a low tonight. You know, just dadgum rain and the weather conditions have played into the turnovers, there's no doubt. So other than that, been a fairly clean game, just
Absolutely.
pound.
Seen a couple of encroachments, I think, in the first half. 1 each team, maybe. Bogan now in the backfield, handoff to Clark. Pursued, turns the corner, broke a tackle, but gain of about 3, or excuse me, no gain. Brought down at the original line, or at the line of scrimmage to bring up a 4th, and they're calling it 8, but I'm going to call it 7.
You know, nice pursuit there by the Bearcats, but again, they had the opportunity to bring him down in the backfield, and he's still able to pick up 4 yards, or I guess 4 yards from where he was carrying the ball.
So now the scoreboard has it at 4th and 7 as well from the Blue Jay 45. Another punt from our friend Austin Haley. Punts up and off. And it's going to be down at the Bearcat 35-yard line. Kevin, I want to say thanks to Fiddlers. They brought out fish and refreshments, fish hush puppies for the press box at halftime. They do that quite often, along with Hickory Log. Pizza Hut brings out some pizzas, so they really make a nice for us over here at the press box. But again, thank you, Tony. Also, thank you for the glass of unsweet tea.
Yes. I never got mine sweet tea. I'm going to have to talk to Tony about that.
Well, I tell you, I try to get there at lunch on Fridays, just a reminder.
Reminder.
So
she
I'm
does
sure
an excellent job down there.
Absolutely. If you get by there at lunch on Fridays, she'd have one here for you as well.
Yeah, that's right.
So Well, the whistle blew it dead, but the ball runner never really touched the ground, Brad Wigg, but his forward momentum was obviously stopped in the opinion of the guys in black and white. So a gain of about 2, maybe 3 yards, bringing up a 2nd and 7 from the Bearcat 38-yard line. Kevin, I think I'm at a little better vantage point on that wind coming out of the north. You kind of got the whole window exposed in you, and I get to hide behind the wall a little bit here. Low snap, policed up by Dowdy. He gets free, though. Only one to beat. Nice open field tackle there by Sumner Foster. But not until after a gain of, well, from the 38 to the 42. 12-7, about 19-yard gain by Dowdy. They're going to spot him down at the 43.
Yeah.
So 7 and 12, 19 yards, even in Arkansas. Again, I have relatives down there. I don't think they're actually watching the broadcast, so they won't be bad. Nice run there by Brad Wigg, picking his way through for a gain of about 5. Brought down at the Blue Jay 37. It looks like they're going to spot him at the 38.
Yeah, Wicks ran the ball hard all night long.
We got timeout Charleston. So with that timeout, we're going to take a quick break. You're watching high school football live on YAC TV.
Check out the new specials at the Dexter Pizza Company on Business 60. Spaghetti and Meatball Monday. Take Home Tuesday. 60-cent wings on Wednesday. $1 meal drinks on Thirsty Thursday. $2 off extra large pizzas on Fill Me Up Friday. Free salad with any meal on Saturday Salad Day. And Stuff Yourself Sunday. Bring your church bulletin for free drinks with buffet. Delivery available in Dexter and Bloomfield. That's the Dexter Pizza Company, 624-7499.
At First National Bank, we are committed to helping our communities thrive and grow by providing a solid financial foundation on which our neighbors can build their dreams. Banking decisions are made here in our communities, where we understand the needs of our customers. We service our loans in-house and don't sell your loans off to other banks with whom you have no personal relationship. Come, let us help you reach your dreams. First National Bank, with 4 convenient locations to serve you. First National Bank, believing in community, preparing for the future.
And we're back. We'll see Dowdy in the shotgun, it looks like. Wicks to his left, Fells to his right. 2nd and 7. 2:42 to go here in the third quarter as the rain's starting to pick back up a little bit. Fake the handoff to Fells. Again, Wicks. Nice hard run, but he's upended by number 21, DeMontrell Clark, after a gain of about 4. Looks like they're going to give him 5. Going to be just inside the Blue Jay 35. So 3rd and 2. The misdirection in the backfield seems to be paying off for the Blue Jay or the Bearcats here in the second half, Kevin.
Yes.
Short and succinct. That's the way I like it.
Yes.
Whoops.
Oh,
we're going to have encroachment from the Blue Jays, so that's going to give 5 yards to the Bearcats, bringing first down.
Looks like the Bearcats are landing a few more of the blocks that they were not landing in the first half. I mean, the backs are definitely running the ball hard, but the holes seem to be opening up a little bit more. Snaps coming through a little cleaner, so.
Inside handoff to Fells. He breaks one tackle, brought down at the 21-yard line. So a gain of about 8.
DeMontrell Clark there, able to bring him down right around the 21.
Bringing up, looks like not quite the 21, so they're going to call it 2nd and 3. Minute 30 to go here in the third quarter. The Bearcats seem content, 5-6 yards of play.
Yeah.
You'll eventually score.
Oh, yeah.
Hand off again to Wicks. He's met at the line of scrimmage by number 22, DeMontrell Winston. He's going to be just shy of the first down as he's brought down at the 20-yard line of the Blue Jays. Needs to get about another half yard for a first down. Gives it to Wicks. He's hit immediately, but he leans forward on the surge. It looks like he's going to have enough for the first down where they're spotting it. Looks like he's just inside the 19-yard line. He needed to get to the 19-yard line. So first down, Bearcats. And now they'll reset or start the clock as the chains are set. Under 30 seconds to go here in the first. The third, as Ethan Stevens brings the play in. Rick DePriest on the camera again this week, as always, keeping me straight. Appreciate you, Rick. Dowdy looking to pass. He's got a man open. Going to be in the corner. Touchdown to Chase Young. Dowdy to Young with 4 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Touchdown, Dexter Bearcats.
Chase did a nice job of looking that ball in. I mean, as you watched him, he made sure he was inbounds.
The replay here.
Here we see it.
Absolutely.
And a nice throw by Dowdy.
Chase, great speed and able to get a little separation on the defensive back. Being down 10, Bearcats go for 2. Young in motion. Hand off to Wicks. Gets through the first onslaught. Lunges and signal is good.
That's
so
good.
Bearcats good on their 2-point conversion to cut the lead to a one-score game with 4 seconds to go here in the third quarter.
Very impressive drive by the Bearcats.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Bagby Investment Consultants in Dexter. Bagby Investment Consultants is a fee-based advisory firm that specializes in giving investment advice, management, and financial planning services. When you're ready to pursue your investment goals, give them a call at 573-624-4771. Kevin, we've said it once before, but if you take a look at the field tonight, you should be impressed in its great condition thanks to Turf Renovations. Turf Renovations is responsible for outstanding field services on not only this field, but numerous ones in the area, such as Sykeston and Portageville, and area baseball fields as well. Turf Renovations prides themselves on providing the best playing surface possible for the area's athletes. Special thanks to Turf Renovations, and to check out their projects, go to turfrenovations.com. And it's been raining just about the whole game, and you can start seeing some bare spots out there, but all in all, the field is looking very nice.
Really good.
Say thanks to the Booster Club again for putting the Bearcat there at midfield and the DHS in the end zones, as they've done now for, is it 3 years?
It'll be the third year in a row we've done that.
Short kick, Wicks.
Dexter
it looks
ball.
like Trevor Waldner with the recovery. So the ball careened off the Blue Jay, and Trevor Waldner, number 1 on the Bearcats there, slid right up underneath him and was able to police that ball up. So with 2 seconds to go here in the third quarter, the Bearcats are going to keep the ball at the 50-yard line. Dexter Pizza Company now under new ownership and have returned to classic recipes. The lunch buffet is available daily along with the popular cookie dough pizza. Call 573-624-7499 to order or visit them on Business 60 West. That cookie dough pizza sounds better and better every time I say that, Kevin.
I know.
This time the handoff to Chase Young, met by the defensive end. He's going to be thrown for about a 6-yard loss. Great play there by Robert Bogan. Staying at home, sealing off the end, and Chase Young tried to turn it up, but it was right there. So with that, we got at the end of 3. 16-8, Blue Jays on top. You're watching high school football live on YHC TV.
Join us throughout fall at the Dexter Queen for your traditional pig basket and your favorite treat of choice. Popular new items on the menu are barbecue nachos and the barbecue tater. And don't forget that new skinny pig. And don't leave without trying our delicious Cyclone of the Month or our banana split. Our traditional hot sauce is now available in 12-ounce squeeze bottles, and Dexter Queen t-shirts are on sale as well. Order ahead by calling 624-2330 and take advantage of our new drive-thru. See you soon.
You'll receive a higher grade of home care from A-Plus Medical Equipment, the only locally owned home medical equipment provider in Dexter and the surrounding area. We offer numerous services to provide for your home medical needs. And now available at A-Plus Medical Equipment, diabetic shoes. Stop by and see our large selection in our display room. If you're not satisfied with your current provider service, call A-Plus Medical Equipment at 624-2300 or visit us at our location behind the Hickory Log Restaurant in Dexter.
Well, Ed, as we get started right here, I didn't mean to jump on you real quick right there, but just looking at the running game, Bearcats able to hold Bogan to 4 yards in that quarter, which has been pretty impressive considering his play tonight.
Absolutely, and there we see Fells met at the line of scrimmage and thrown for a loss, so it'll be a third and just over 10 yards. As Brett Dort and Jason Comfort just brought us the third quarter stats. Rushing, Bearcats have now crossed the century mark at 101. I think they had 34, so 65 yards net rushing there for the Bearcats. The Blue Jays still with a commanding lead of 235 yards there for the game. Dowdy rolls out. He's got a man open. Gets to it, but caught. Nice catch, but going to be about a yard short of a first down. Bring up 4th and short, less than a yard. Is that Chase Young on that reception, or was that Ethan Stevens? Number 3, Chase Young. As I see Ethan Stevens coming off the field here. If I waited a half a second, I would have caught that. But thanks again, Rick. So total net yards now, Blue Jays with 263 and the Bearcats 120. Both teams with Blue Jays 4 fumbles, 4 lost. The Bearcats 5 fumbles, 4 lost. Inside handoff, Wick met at the line of scrimmage. See where they stopped the forward progression. And it looks like he's going to be just shy as he needed to get to the 40-yard line. And there's going to be a turnover on downs. Wicks comes up a little gingerly on that ankle. He's had a little problems with that earlier this year as well.
Yeah.
So real quick, Shelly Reeves. Let's see. Let's go Bearcats. Warm and dry. Thank you, YAC. So number 60, Brandon Mitchell. Then looks like Kayla Joyner. Thank you all for providing a web stream. I go to school in Kansas City and always enjoy watching Bearcat football, especially my little brother Ryan Joyner. As we see this play, we're going to finish this up just a second. There's a handoff to Clark, met by a host of Bearcats at the line of scrimmage. Now they're holding on to him, and he's not squibbing away like he did in that first half, so no gain on that. But especially on these special Fridays, it has been a treat. Thank you for this service. And as always, go Bearcats. So, Kayla, thank you very much. We're glad you're able to enjoy the games up there at UMKC. And best of luck to you as you're in the pharmacy class of 2015. Yes. And here's Christine Murray again. Woohoo, go Bearcats. So I think that came in right after that touchdown. Another run. This time Bogan breaks free. He's trying to grind out through another tackle. He's going to grind out 9-10 yards and get the first down. Again, we're proud and honored to be able to bring the broadcast to you, both on New Wave Cable on your Channel 21 and the internet at yactv.com. And we thank you for the comments. So first down, Blue Jays. 9:52 to go here in the ball game. You know those Blue Jays are going to be happy for a long, sustained drive here, Kevin. As,
Dexter
the weather conditions,
I guess, most of that third quarter.
And a long, sustained drive. Well, the rain has let up, and most of the wind as well. We still see the flag flying a little bit there on the north end of the field. Inside handoff there to Clark or Winston, and he drags. I'd say about 8 of the 11 Bearcats with him for a gain of about 13. So a good hard run there by Winston.
Winston, he's also leading the Blue Jays in tackles tonight with 7 from those stats that Brett and Jason brought over to us at the end of the third quarter. So
looked like that time Winston just saw his buddy Roger, or not Roger, but Cole Byford, and said thanks for the hole and just kept on going. So a good surge up front there by Cole and his partners on that offensive line. Sweep this time. Robert Bogan gets outside. We got a penalty flag, but Bogan for a gain of about 15 seized. Might be a hold. Signaling holding against the Blue Jays. So that's going to come back, and 10 yards from the spot of the foul. It looks like it might be about a 2nd and 19, 2nd and 20. See how they mark that off. So as you said earlier, Kevin, been a pretty clean ball game all night. About 2 or 3 penalties. Well, it tells me right here. Penalties 4 for 28 against the Blue Jays and 1 for 5 against the Bearcats. But Blue Jays had the 1 personal foul for 15 yards.
Yeah.
They backed it up. So to the the 43-yard line of the Blue Jays or Bearcats. Right up the middle goes Winston, and he gets a lot of it back. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 2. So 1st and 19, gain of about 17 yards.
Talked about Jonathan and his new baby boy Jack watching the game. Laura sent me proof via text of them in the recliner, kick back. Looks a little warmer there than it is here.
We're going to have a movement here against the Blue Jays. That's going to back it up 5 yards to bring up a 2nd and 7.
Well, we talked about the penalties, and we've had 3 in the past.
Yeah.
3 minutes.
I apologize, viewers. We were bragging about how clean the game was, and then, 3 penalties in 4 plays. Back to Bogan. He's met behind the line, stood up by the Bearcat defense, and brought down. So no gain, bringing up 3rd down and 7. Maybe a small loss of 3rd and 8.
That's exactly right, Ed. I think it is going to be right at 3rd and 8.
Bearcats need a big stop here as we approach 7 minutes left in the quarter. Bogan, he turns it for a 1st down. He cuts back against the grain. He's going to be brought down at the Bearcat 5.
Looks like it may be coming back.
Another set of blocking the back, Kev.
Yeah, blocking the back.
So you're right, it will come back. Coach not happy about that. There you see the call and the signal from the umpire, or excuse me, the referee. There is an umpire in football, Rick, but I think that umpire, that faux pas was because I'm still thinking about them Cardinals beating those Braves tonight.
Yeah, Rick being biggest and only Brave fan over here in the box tonight.
So that's going to bring up a 3rd. Yeah,
and he does have on his Cardinals shirt, though.
He's got a Cardinal shirt on. His heart's with the Cardinals, but he put his brain with the Braves as we're wearing that Atlanta Braves hat. So glad to know his heart's in the right place. And Tyler's always saying he's not sure how much brains Rick really has. So it's going to be a 3rd and 15 from just outside the Bearcat 40. Another sweep. Bogan hit in the backfield, stays on his feet, comes back to about the original line of scrimmage. So a gain of about 5 to bring up a 4th and 10 with under 6.5 to go in the ball game. And the Blue Jays hanging on to an 8-point lead. So there you see 4th and just over 5 just over 10. And do not see Mr. Hayes coming out onto the field, so it looks like the Blue Jays may go for it.
Just received a text from Nick Summers. Many of you will remember that name from last year, and said he just left the game a little bit and made it home and finishing it up watching us, Ed.
Thanks, Nick. Glad you're enjoying it. Hall back to pass. Goes deep. Defended.
Oh, intercepted. He's in.
On the tip.
Yeah.
By number 3, Chase Young.
Excellent concentration by Chase there.
But a great interception by Chase, but kind of serves as a punt because it was 4th down, and it batted down. The ball would have come out to about the 35, and the Bearcats are going to take over on their, looks to be a 15-yard line. Nope. Moving on up to their 18-yard line. Again, great play by Chase, and heads-up play there. And so I don't want to belittle it or take anything away from that great catch by Chase.
Dexter with a off-balance line.
Joyner, the carrier. Nope. Chase Young. He's met at the line of scrimmage.
Dexter's lined up in that formation several times tonight with 6 guys on the right side of the ball.
So we see Ethan Stevens bringing the play in. .5:13 to go in the ball game. Blue Jays or Bearcats with the ball. 2nd and 10. Dowdy rolls out. Got some space. Passes complete across the middle. Great catch for a first down and a gain of about 14. So complete to Chase Young.
Chase and Ethan are both built really similar, and from up here it's hard to tell them apart across the field.
Yeah, that black 3 and that black 7 on muddy jerseys. So we'll apologize in advance if we get them mixed up or numbers crossed. Hand off to Wick. Grinds out about 2. Bring up a 2nd and 8. The clock continues to tick. Stevens back in the ball game. Fakes the handoff to Wicks, rolls to his left, across the middle, complete for another first down by Jonathan Page. Great catch there by the tight end. A gain of just over 10 yards, but that's enough for a first down as Bearcats could have had the ball at their 44-yard line.
Great job there by Dowdy. Earlier in the game, I seen Coach Pixley talking to Dowdy on the sideline for going to the home run at the end zone. He had a guy downfield, but instead of trying to force something, dumped it off over the middle there and able to get the first down.
Hand off to Wick. He spins out of a tackle. Grinds out a gain of 2. He crosses the 45 to about the 46. So brings up 2nd and 7. It's a gain of 3, we'll call it.
Like Dion Cherry was there to make the stop. With number 68 as well. I don't have him on the roster, but
I don't either. Or is that 65, Casey Tatum? Nope, 68. Wicks again, breaks to the free outside, has a blocker, turns it back, uses his receiver as a blocker, and able to get a first down with a gain of about 8 yards, maybe 9 or 10. See where they're going to spot this. They spot it at the Blue Jay 45. That time he just kind of grabbed a hold of Chase Young and moved him, then moved him back. We'll see Dowdy under center. Page and Joyner in the backfield. Joyner with the ball. See Grimes out 5. Brought down at the 40. Or that's Brad Wick on the carry, excuse me.
Ed, you mentioned the Booster Club earlier, painting the Bearcat in the middle of the field. Like to invite everyone out tomorrow to the dodgeball tournament. Big fundraiser for the Booster Club. That'll be at 5 o'clock at the high school gym. It's always a good time.
Not the Bearcat Event Center.
Not the event center, to be at the high school gym.
Gymnasium, yes. Dowdy back to throw with some time. Across the middle, he's got Page. Page brought down at about the 28-yard line. Nice tackle there by number 18, Sumner Foster. But good for a first down and a gain of about 12.
Not sure what adjustments Coach Pixley made at halftime, but you know, a much more precise and focused team by the Bearcats coming out this second half.
Absolutely. Well, you mentioned not going for the home run ball, but also you're able to see the field a little bit better when the rain's not blowing right in your eyes like that. So Dowdy with the fake, the keeper, grinds out about a yard, maybe 2. He's brought down at the 26-yard line. And we got timeouts, Bearcats. So with that timeout, we're going to take a quick break. You're watching High School Football Live on YHC TV.
Baker Implement Company in Malden, your local source for everyday hardware essentials such as shovels, tools, mower, and welding parts. Now offering all new Case IH apparel for all ages, including kids. Of course, we've got the big tractors, but we have toy tractors too. A great gift for a future farmer. Check out our Bush Hog zero-turn lawnmowers and visit our friendly staff off of Highway 25 south of Malden.
Hello, I'm Terry Swinger, and I'm a candidate for Missouri State Senate. And I'd like to wish the Dexter Bearcats and all of our area football teams a safe and successful season. Not only does football help our youth physically, but there's a lot of life skills to be learned too. Cooperation, leadership, and sportsmanship. I'd like to wish all of our area teams the best. Again, I'm Terry Swinger, I'm running for State Senate, and I would love to have your vote on November the 6th.
And we're back. We'll see what Coach Pixley had in mind coming out of this timeout.
Got a
2nd and 8.
Set out there.
From the shotgun, Dowdy looking right. Got a penalty flag, probably going to be a hold. Incomplete. And what it is a hold against the Bearcats. So that's going to back it up 10 yards. Going to be about a 2nd and 16, 18 yards.
Darian Carter was in the backfield there that I guess caused the holding penalty, but he's been a force to be reckoned with all night as well. Just played an outstanding defensive game.
So we got to get to the Bearcats need to get to the 19 or basically to the 18 for a first down. They're going to have the ball at the Blue Jay 37. 2nd and 19 from the shotgun. Dowdy looking left. He got trips to the right. Complete. No gain. In fact, thrown for a loss. See where they mark him down at it. Robert Bogan with the tackle, and it's going to be a loss of 3. And with that, the Bearcats call another timeout. You know, winning on the football field doesn't happen by accident. Players and coaches work throughout the long summer. Conditioning for the rigors of competition. Practice upon practice, the lessons learned by our Dexter student athletes will, however, serve them well for a lifetime. Lessons of discipline and teamwork, hard work and commitment to excellence. At Bank of Advance, we believe in the character that sports help to build, and we're proud to help support athletes on the field and in the classroom. Bank of Advance, where a handshake still matters, member FDIC and equal housing lender. Also want to remind everybody that Pizza Hut has specials. The Big Dinner Box is back with 2 medium one-topping pizzas, 5 breadsticks, and your choice of 8 wings, stuffed pizza roller, or Tuscany pasta for just $19.99. Follow Pizza Hut on Facebook and Twitter to receive special offers exclusive to fans and followers. Give them a call at 573-624-5333. And so here we go, 3rd and very long, 25 we're calling it, from the shotgun. two down territory for the Bearcats with only 1:27 to go. And great pursuit by the Blue Jays. Dowdy found but he's going to be short after a gain of about 8. Got to bring up 4th and about 12. And we got another final timeout by the Dexter Bearcats. And with that timeout, we're going to take a quick break. You're watching High School Football Live on YHC TV.
Montgomery Bank is a family-owned bank that has been providing easier and friendlier financial solutions to our customers since 1957. Montgomery Bank and its employees are very proud to be a part of and serve the Dexter community. Our commitment to provide both financial and volunteer support to our area is a part of our corporate culture, which is to give back to the communities we serve. The employees would like to wish the Dexter Bearcats the best of luck this season. To learn more about Montgomery Bank, visit our location at 140 South Walnut or online at montgomerybank.com. Montgomery Bank, member FDIC.
A proven leader dedicated to fairness and justice. Rob Mayer has handled over 2,300 criminal and civil cases during his 15 years.
Okay, we're back. Dowdy and the Shotguns got Simon Pixley and Ethan Stevens on the near side, Wick in the backfield. Going deep. He's got a player. Knocked down by number 21, though, of the Charleston Blue Jays, DeMontrell Clark. With that, the Bearcats are going to turn it over on downs with 1:09 to go and no timeouts. That's probably going to steal the ball game, Kevin. But congratulations, Dexter Bearcat. A hard-fought game. Got down by a couple of scores. Did not give up. Came back, scored, made it interesting. Had opportunities here in the fourth quarter. They were in the ball game. Just could not make a couple of key completions or a couple of key executions when they needed to.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with the Dexter Bearcats we seen that come out after halftime. I mean, Charleston pretty well controlled the game in the first half, even with it only being 16-0 going into the half. And the Bearcats didn't give up, come out and fought hard. So Coach Pixley's got to be proud of them for that second half effort.
Absolutely, and congratulations these Charleston Blue Jays. They've really got some good things going with their program this year. They're going to move to 5-2. Sitting right there among the top in their district. Came into the game, it's ranked second in their district. Not sure they're going to get enough to vault to number 1, not knowing what Crothersville did. They will get a few bonus points for beating a larger size school. And with that, a snap at 40 seconds. So they're going to have to snap it one more time. There's about 12. Well, not quite. Let's see. Now they're going to start the play clock. So about 7 seconds difference in the game clock and the play clock. So one more snap. We're going to call it a game. Again, congratulations, Charleston Blue Jays. I hope everybody over there in Blue Jay country enjoyed the broadcast on the internet. Hopefully everybody here at Bearcat Nation enjoyed it on the TV and the internet. So that's going to conclude the game. Both teams lining up. We hear the Blue Jay fans celebrating and their excitement as they move to 5-2. The Bearcats are going to fall to 1-6 on the season, and there's the siren. 16-8. Blue Jays come to Dexter and are victorious on homecoming night. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with Game Time Stats in a moment.
A proven leader dedicated to fairness and justice. Rob Mayer has handled over 2,300 criminal and civil cases during his 15 years as attorney. Rob Mayer believes every citizen who enters our courts deserves to be heard and treated with respect. They want their case handled fairly and in an impartial manner, based on the law and the facts of the case. As your judge, Rob Mayer will be guided by those principles. He earned your trust in Jefferson City. Now let's put him to work at home. Leadership you know, values you can trust. Vote Rob Mayer for Circuit Judge. Paid for by Missourians for Mayor, Nancy Mayer, Treasurer.
For lunch, supper, anytime, the best food in Dexter is always Pizza Hut Wing Street. Our famous pizzas are handmade with all natural ingredients, no fillers, no preservatives. For a quick lunch, try our buffet. Eat all you want. Our delicious pasta selections will soon be your family favorite. And Wing Street wings are perfect for get-togethers. Wing it like a pro. Add potato wedges, dunkers, or mini pies with a 2-liter of your favorite Pepsi product, and you've got a full meal. There's always something good cooking at your Dexter Pizza Hut. Call or order online today.
The Powder Room of Dexter has new ownership, but still the same great bare minerals of Mario Badescu. All new lines featuring Lily Pulitzer and Lottie Dottie jewelry. The Powder Room of Dexter now has women's clothing featuring Gypsy Junkies and Mud Pie, with new lines being added every week. We still offer the same great Princess and Little Divas parties starting at age 3 and up. Don't miss the new Bare Minerals lunch at the Powder Room and Boutique of Dexter, located at 9 East Stoddard in historic downtown Dexter.
The Stoddard County Republican Club asks that you support the following candidates on Election Day this November 6th. Carol Jarrell for the 2nd District Commissioner. Danny Talkington for 1st District Commissioner. Mike Watkins for County Treasurer. Darrell Penberthy for County Coroner. Rob Mayer for Circuit Judge. Dennis Fowler for State Representative. And Doug Leibla for State Senate. Remember to vote November 6th, Election Day, paid for by the Stoddard County Republican Club, Evelyn Griffin, Treasurer.
Professional service with care and compassion. We at Rainey Mathis Funeral Homes strive to provide you a respectable environment and services during the time of your loss. We offer numerous services including pre-planning arrangements, memorial family tributes, and webcasting for those unable to attend a service. We will listen to you and your wishes to help plan a celebration consistent with your expectations. Rainey Mathis Funeral Homes in Dexter and Bernie.
When he decided to run for the Senate seat, I said, anything that I can do to help, I'll do.
If elected, his voice will be heard, but more importantly, respected.
People that are out there will understand more about Doug and appreciate him the same way that I do.
I would urge anybody voting to just look at Doug's history.
And I'm proud of him for taking the opportunity at this point in his life to run and to represent me and other people like me.
What he says, he'll do.
Southeast Missouri Mutual Insurance is celebrating our 100th year. We started protecting rural farmers way back in 1910, insuring folks no one else would. Southeast Missouri Mutual Insurance has been a family business for 4 generations, and we continue that tradition today, providing solid home, farm, and commercial insurance at very competitive rates. When the ice storm hit us, we were out there with you. All of our claims were processed within days, and we will continue to provide the best coverage and the best service for the next 100 years. Southeast Missouri Mutual Insurance, a century of service.
And folks, if you've not been to the Winchester Place, come in and take a look at this facility. You don't know what you have missed.
We are very proud of this facility. A lot of people do not realize we're here, what we can offer to them, and what a facility we have. And we would like to have people come by anytime and tour us. You won't find a better place to live or better staff to take care of you anywhere southeast Missouri. I'll guarantee it.
We are located at 400 Winchester Drive. Come down Bowman, and we sit on the corner of Bowman and Winchester.
First Midwest Bank Gold Club offers special privileges for our friends who are age 50 or better and have combined deposits of $5,000. Members enjoy trips, cruises, seminars, and picnics along with free personalized bank services. Upcoming trips include Journey Through the Holy Land, Yellowstone in winter, Classic Ireland, and Hawaiian Paradise Cruise. Stop by any First Midwest Bank location to sign up for the Gold Club. It's absolutely free. First Midwest Bank, providing common sense financial solutions every day.
And welcome back again. Congratulations to the Charleston Blue Jays as they come to Dexter Bland Stadium and spoil homecoming for the Dexter Bearcats. But the Dexter Bearcats, Kevin, didn't give up. Found themselves down a couple of scores. They battled back. Brought it up, touchdown, 2-point conversion, and then was in the game till the very end. Yeah. And just could not, missed out on a couple of key executions right there at the end of the game and prevented them the opportunity to try to find that end zone. So congratulations again, Charleston Blue Jays. But Dexter Bearcats, keep your head up. Hard-fought game, got a couple more to go, and then we'll move into game 10th of the first round of districts, and we'll see how things come out. But Tyler's going to have the team stats up here in just a second, but to kind of hit on some of the offense, if you would, Kevin, go ahead and start there.
Yeah, well, we'll start with the running game on behalf of the Blue Jays. They pounded the ball all night, 279 total rushing yards. Would like to mention that, the Bearcats were able to hold them 56 yards in the second half. So 223 of those coming in the first half, led by Robert Bogan with 115 yards, followed by DeAndre Winston with 76 yards and a touchdown. For the Bearcats, Brad Wick leading the rushers, 16 carries for 50 yards, followed up by DJ Dowdy with 33 and Ryan Joyner with 29. And then I'd also like to mention Dowdy did have the big completion to Chase in the end zone there. He was 7 for 14, 64 yards and a touchdown, Ed.
Good deal. Hey, and congratulations to Chase. You know, he's been a starter since his sophomore year and very successful receiver. And to get a touchdown on homecoming your senior year, that's something he's always got to remember. On the defensive side of the field, the Blue Jays were led by DeAndre Winston, 10 total tackles. That's 8 tackles, 2 assists. Robert Bogan had 7 and 2 for 9. And then Cole Byford, 6 and 2 for 8. There, you know, Cole, we mentioned it on the news broadcast today, Cole coming in kind of being the defensive leader there. But Winston and Bogan also mentioned right there in the same conversation. For the Bearcats, Trevor Waldner with 9 total. That's being 6 and 3. Chase Snow also 6 and 3 and had a tackle for loss in that. Jonathan Fells, 4 tackles, 3 assists for 7. Jonathan Page, 3 and 3 for 6. And Ryan Joyner, 2 and 3 for 5. Then we also Holden Bruce, a tackle for a loss. And then was it Chase Young, I believe, also had an interception.
Yeah.
And so congratulations again, Blue Jays and Bearcats for a hard-fought game. And next week, Tyler, who do we have next week? Is it Park Hills next week? I'm sorry.
I believe it is Park Hills next week, and then we travel to Malden.
Then we travel to Malden. So back-to-back home games.
Yeah.
Here. So Park Hills going into tonight, I believe they were in 3rd place in the district. Dexter Bearcats sat in 6th. So there's an opportunity. This could be a prelude to week number 10 if things hold out the way they are. So either way, we're looking forward to seeing you again next week here from Bland Stadium and watch the Park Hills come in. Kevin Bishop, glad to have you back in the broadcast booth. I want to say thanks to Travis Quatermas for being here at the 2 previous games also. But for YEC TV, I'm Ed Gargas, again alongside Kevin Bishop. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.